Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook to stop by the tip jar and make contributions and to check out the schedule. We are here every day and you can take classes with us in person at Ruth Hardy Park several days a week. Details online. We'll start today's gentle class lying down. I'm going to actually turn my back to you, just mixing it up. The point of view. We're going to lie down on our back with the soles of our feet together, unless that doesn't feel good. Sometimes this can be a bit much on your hips. If that's the case, you could rest the soles of your feet on the mat, let your knees lean towards each other. Otherwise, if you're okay with your feet together and your knees splayed, you might add blocks to support the weight of your legs. Blocks under the outsides of the knees can just make the posture more passive. You could rest your hands simply on the floor or rest your hands on your body, maybe tuning into the movement of your breath or the beating of your heart or just the grounding contact of your hands. Close your eyes if you like. Bring your attention to your breath, helping it slow down and get deeper. Taking in the feeling of the support beneath you, whatever you're touching, the mat, the floor, the blocks if you're using blocks. The way your contact with the ground changes with the movement of your breath. The way the movements of these deeper, slower breaths feel in your body. And just scan your body to take in whatever else is going on, whatever sensations are present for you. Making mental notes of anything that doesn't feel so good so that you can keep it in mind throughout practice, knowing that you're welcome to skip or modify anything you need to. Whenever your attention drifts from your breath, from your body, gently come back to this noticing stance, observing yourself, taking care of yourself. If in addition to these shared intentions, you wish to add any other intention for your practice today, do so now. Let that finish forming in your mind and sinking in for a few breaths. Now let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. You can let your eyes open if they're still closed. Bring your hands to your legs if your knees are splayed open, and use your arms to lift your knees up. Rest the soles of your feet on the mat. If you had blocks there, move those blocks well out of the way. Now we're going to next do our stretching sequence with our strap. We often do this near the end of practice. Sometimes we mix it up and do it near the beginning. So bring your knees towards your chest, open your strap, hold one end in each hand and run it under your feet. Now we want to stay grounded. You want to feel the back of your head, both shoulder blades, and your sacrum, the bony plate at the base of your spine, all on the ground. And reach your feet and your hands up so that your legs and your strap and your arms are long, but you're nicely grounded. Point your toes up at the ceiling. Point your toes down towards your face. And let your feet relax. Slide your feet slowly apart. And slide them back together. Take the left foot out, press the left leg down. Hold both parts of the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side. Keeping your shoulder blades grounded, now your sacrum is going to lift. Draw your leg to the left, then turn your head to the right. We'll spend maybe a minute in each of these 4 postures. Nice twist for the spine, nice opening for the hips, stretch for the leg muscles. Take your time to come back up to center. Grab the strap with your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip. Let your limbs fall open to the right, keeping the left side anchored down. Keep the left cheek on the floor. Keep your pelvis from rolling to the right to allow the right hip to open more effectively. Nice and gently come back to center. Lift your left leg, step your left foot into the strap. Take your right foot out, press your right leg down. Reach your left arm to the side. Draw your leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. Softly bring it all back up to center. Take the strap in your left hand, press down on your right hip, and open to the left. Nice and easy, come back up to center. Raise your right leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Hug your knees, explore rocking and rolling on your back, massaging it against the ground. Inhale, extend your arms and legs parallel to the ground. Reach your hands away from your feet. Exhale, curl up in a ball again. And do that for a few more breaths at your pace. Nice full body stretch like a cat. Now we're going to make our way to sitting up. You can do that by rocking front to back, rolling your spine along the floor. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can tip onto one hip, plant your hand on the floor, and sit up that way. Sit in whatever way is comfortable for you. It doesn't have to look just like the way I'm sitting. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Nice and slowly roll your ear towards your shoulder. Let your head tip back. Continue in nice gentle circles. If you find a spot in your neck that's particularly tight, you might pause to rock back and forth and ease out some of that particular tension. When you finish the next circle, take a few in the other direction. When you finish the next circle, lift your chin and look forward. Bring your hands to the sides, rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, come upright. As you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor behind you, your left hand to your right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Exploring with each breath, seeing if your body wants to go a little deeper into the twist. Let yourself unwind. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, reach to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your twist. On the inhale, lengthen up. On the exhale, invite your body to go further. Let yourself unwind. Rest your hands on your knees or thighs. Inhale to draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward. Continue at the pace of your own breath. And then start to bring a circular movement in. As you inhale, come forward, go to one side. As you exhale, going back, go to the other. And try to keep both sides of your seat anchored as you circle. So that'll limit the size of the circle, because you want to have a stable movement, stay grounded. And let's switch direction, take a few going the other way. And when you finish the next circle, sit up again. Take the leg that's in front, lift it up, let the foot hang limp, and interlace your fingers between your toes. And let your hand and your arm do the work of gently moving your foot in circles to open your ankle, letting the ankle be as passive as you can. Sometimes that's tricky, letting one body part be supported by another. The ankle wants to help with the movement. Change direction. Release your toes. Using both arms, cradle the weight of the entire leg so your femur hangs in the hip socket and make slow, gentle circles with the whole leg. Change direction here too. Let that leg down and pick up the other one. Let your foot hang limp. Get your fingers between your toes. Make slow, gentle circles. Change direction. Release your toes. Support your leg in both arms. Make those bigger circles for your hip. Change direction. Let your leg down. Rest your hands on the floor in front of you and walk them forward as far as you can. Let your head come down. Breathe into your back. Walk your hands over to the right. Walk your hands back through center and over to the left. Walk your hands back to center and then back in towards your legs. Make your way up onto your hands and knees. Stacking your hips above your knees, your shoulders above your wrists, or shoulders behind wrists if shoulders above wrists is too much in your wrists. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Repeat for a few more rounds of breath at your pace. After your next exhale, Come back to a neutral spine. Reach your right foot back and press against the floor with the ball of your foot, stretching your calf, opening your hip, lengthening the leg. With an inhale, reach your left hand forward. To go further, if you like, with the next inhale, pick your right foot up and reach straight back. To go even further, bend your knee, reach back. If you can connect, grab your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, lift your knee and your chin. Release and lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. If you like, with the next inhale, pick your left foot up, reach straight back. If you like, bend your knee, reach back, see about that bind. Quad stretch, shoulder opening. Release, lower down. Make your way to child's pose for a minute. Bring your big toes together. Separate your knees further if you like. Sit back towards your heels. You could walk your hands forward and let your head come down, or you could reach your hands back towards your feet. If your head doesn't quite reach the floor, you could stack your hands and rest your forehead on the back of your hand, or put a block under your forehead. Supporting your head will allow your neck to disengage. Observe your breath. Scan your body. Maybe check in with your intention. Slowly inhale, come forward and up. Come back to table. Step your right foot up between your hands. You could have blocks under your hands here to ease the transition if you like. Bring your hands to your leg. Lift your torso. Have things sort of squared off. Front knee above front ankle. Back hip above back knee. Check that back leg. See if it's in line behind your knee and not going off to one side. Exhale, sink forward in your hips. Inhale, glide back. This movement can be as big or small as you want. How much of that does your body want? You can add in an arm movement, maybe just the left arm or maybe the right. You can always change your mind and bring a hand or both hands to your knee for steadiness. As you sink forward in your hips, lower your arms. As you glide back, raise your arms. Maybe rotating your arms, palms down, palms in. Twist to the left, left hand back, right hand forward, or right hand to right knee as needed. Come back through center, maybe hands to heart, and twist to the right. Come back through center. Bring your hands down on either side of that right foot. Step your right knee back down to the floor. Step your left foot up between your hands. Bring your hands to your knee. Lift your torso upright. Steady yourself. Check your alignment. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back when and if you like. You can add in the arm movements to the rocking movement in the hips. And twist to the right. Come through center and twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Draw your left knee back down to the floor. Right knee's already on the floor. Cross your ankles. Walk your hands in towards your knees. And either roll over your ankles or tip onto one hip and swing your legs around to come to a seat with your legs extended out in front of you. Flex your feet back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Let your knees bend if they want to. Inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Inhaling, slowly walk your hands up the front of your legs. Sit yourself up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Keep using your arms. Bend your left leg. Bring your left foot to your right thigh or right knee. Pivot your torso, aiming the center of your chest at your right foot. Flex your right foot back towards you. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your leg. Reach your right arm out to the side, turn your head, look towards your hand. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your left hip and peel that right shoulder open. Extend your arm. Bring your right hand back over by your left hand. Reach your left arm out to the side. Turn your head to the left. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your right hip and peel your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Turn your thumb up. Reach your arm up alongside your ear. Left hand reaching overhead towards your right hand. Reach back up, back out to the left. Sweep your arm across, left hand back over to the right hand. Walk your hands up your leg. Sit yourself up. Arms helping the legs. Extend the left and bend the right. Bring the foot across. Pivot your torso. Flex your left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Reach your left arm out and turn your head to the left. Pivot your hand, thumb down. Reach for your right hip. Draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm. Bring your left hand back over by your right hand. Sweep your right arm out. Turn your head to the right. Turn your thumb down. Reach for your left hip. Draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm. Turn your thumb up. Inhale, reach up alongside your ear, overhead towards the other hand. Slowly reach up again and out. Come back across. Walk your hands up your leg. Sit yourself up. Extend your right leg. Nudge your legs in. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. With a big space between your heels and your pelvis. Grab the mat reaching under your hands or over, under your ankles or over your ankles. Walk your hands forward on the mat. And let your neck disengage, let your head bow down. Breathe into your lower back. To walk your hands back and sit yourself up. Draw your heels in as close as you can. Interlace your fingers, grab your toes in your hands, wriggle on your seat, tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, spine nice and long. When the long spine isn't lowering anymore, let your head lower. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your knees. Use your arms to lift your knees up. Plant your hands on the floor. Wiggle your feet out by the edges of your mat. Let your knees dance back and forth. As they go to one side, turn your head to the opposite side. Making sure your blocks are within reach. Bring your feet in closer together, maybe one block apart. Come down onto your back to set up for bridge pose. Heels as close to your butt as they'll go, without straining anything, of course. You can put a block between your knees if you like. Pressing into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up into bridge. And take a couple breaths at the top of the movement. With an exhale, slowly lower down and explore the movement of bridge at your own pace. Inhaling to go up and exhaling to come down. And let's make our way to a supported bridge. Pause while you're lifted up. Put a block under your sacrum and come down to rest on the block. Think of sending your breath through the block. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up one last time. Remove the block from underneath you. Exhale, slowly come down. Pause after you've landed. Move your blocks out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back. Let your left foot down. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Reach your arms to the sides. Let your legs fall to the left. Turn your head to the right. Aiming to keep both shoulders grounded. Softly come back up to center. Cross your legs the other way. And let's twist the other way. Slowly come back to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees in. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up. Take hold of your legs or your feet and play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. Enjoy your happy baby pose as long as you like. When you feel complete, make your way to your final resting pose. Where maybe you reflect on an intention you set for yourself, or just focus on your breath, or just allow your mind to detach. Start to find some deeper breaths. Start to move around bit by bit. Letting your movements gradually get bigger and bigger. Whenever you're ready for bigger movements, you can gently sit up. Bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.